Hey.
But
Damn near.
Oh, it's been about a good 30 minutes.
yeah.
Well, no, because we started. It was about to be. Now it's about to be an hour. Y'all later.
Yeah,
But
we started around
anywho,
6. Yeah.
Wait, fuck that. I got something, G. Hold on.
Go ahead, Esco. Go ahead.
Oh,
Here we go.
let's go. Make sure you speak slow, motherfucker.
Yeah, slow.
Fuck that.
Talk slow.
Motherfuckers better motherfucking listen fast. Shit.
Did you say taking this do-rag off of this? Are you putting it on?
You putting it on for it? Okay.
What you about to ask, Esco? Come on, boo.
Damn, hold on, Charlie.
Charlie.
Oh, I know what I wanted to say real quick.
Shit.
Yeah, y'all. I've been drinking too much. Go ahead.
It was like, so this whole COVID shit, right? I've been through like 5 situationships in this whole little cover you dig.
Mm-hmm.
And for my date, I was going out of town. So what y'all think about like out of town trips like our first date? Cause this shit was ass when this shit first hit. So I was
Wait, did you get flued out or like you bought your own ticket?
Nah, we was on that car.
What?
We did road trip.
Oh, a road trip?
But wait, Esco, you gotta set us up with it. Like, I mean, did you know the person? Like, I mean, what? Like, give us a scenario, boo.
It's like
at a hotel or what's up?
So like in the past before when I meet a chick, if I gotta go to a town somewhere for business or just whatever I gotta do, I'd be like, shit, take this trip with me. So that's what I was doing with cover first. I'm gonna take road trips everywhere. Like, so what's y'all thing on that? Like, cause my dates be different. I'd be like, fuck, we finna get this plane, we gone. Or you feel like, would y'all to consider that a date? Would y'all take that date?
Yeah, that's a date.
You only live once. Why not? Fuck it.
I mean, my thing is, depending on the vibe, the energy I get from that person, if I feel safe, then yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna let my people know all your shit. But
I
yeah,
definitely share my location. My location on my friends know.
And definitely.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind that. Like, to me, that's different. Like, I mean, I started dating a guy, and I travel a lot, and so Southwest been having a lot of goddamn sales. So I hit him up with the, hey, pick a place where you want to go or whatever the case may be. Like, the $39 trips or something like that. And I'm like, pick a place you want to go or whatever. And I didn't get too much of a response. I was like, oh, fuck it. Oh, well, then your ass won't be traveling with me or whatever. It's just like, I'm traveling, we kicking it. Let's just go somewhere or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, I like that.
You still got that deal?
Hey.
Every Tuesday, Southwest putting something out there, homie.
Was that the chef asking? You gonna cook for when you get there?
Yes, sir.
That was him asking. He's trifling self. No, just wait.
He's so we playing, man. He's so out there.
Hey, Jay Frank. Right now they got where do you want to go for the holiday? $49.
It's
$49.
I just booked my Denver flight.
Yeah, spend my high. I got an 8-year-old.
I just came from Denver.
Hey, I low-key wish he would have knew about the Denver trip, Jazzy, because I definitely would have invited him.
I'm going. What are you talking?
No, I said I invited him.
Y'all going
if I would have known, we going to Denver in February. My event planning company is we're planning a trip and an experience to Denver.
All right, hold on, I got another one right. I got one. This is a personal situation, right? So about a couple months ago, right?
COVID.
So I was messing with this chick from Baltimore, and she had told me like she was dating this dude. So basically, she compared me and him to Future and Russell Wilson. Y'all damn near motherfucker called me message.
Wait, Future and Russell Wilson? Is that what you just said?
Are you Future or Russell?
Yeah. She said I was Future.
Damn. She said sensational.
So the situation was this, right? So she said I reminded her ex-boyfriend too much. Whatever. He from like Baltimore too, or whatever. So whole time, we hook up all the time. But she told me, he's coming to town and we're gonna get married. We're gonna have kids. He wants to be married. He wants to be settled down. I'm like, how you know I don't want to do that? I'm talking big shit. This motherfucker went to like a whole dissertation study on like how he's it for him. So what? You can do this and that, but he's never been in jail. He doesn't have an attitude.
So she start comparing you to the buddy.
Yeah.
Like, and then Buddy came to town one weekend, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little hurt about, not hurt, but I was a little salty.
You was in your fifties. It's okay to be in your fifties.
I
was in your fifties.
I had to let him. I let him and her know, like, hey, fam, this is my motherfucking city. Your ass to get trunk around this bitch. Don't play with me. But anyway,
Damn.
So is y'all picking Future or Russell? Now imagine
Russell.
Now wait, time out.
You violent ass.
Time out. So everything she named, even her friend, because it was like couples in Hyde Park. We was walking. Her friend asked her, "So what's happening with you and dude that you really want, but you feel as if the other dude's a safe pick?" And he don't know that he talking about me, and I'm right in front of him. And my other friend was like, "Nigga, she talking about him." And old girl just got real salty and pimped her off on our ass. Damn. So she named every other reason why she should pick me, but she picked Buddy, old ugly lame man.
But
so who y'all picking?
But if you knew that was the situation, why would you still fucking with her?
Exactly. Yeah.
The pussy was good.
Okay.
Man, that's never supposed to be your reason to stay though. Like,
but you know what? That's the same thing with the safe thing. No, seriously, that is a good question or whatever. His ass had to give a whole ass story. But a lot of times, that's what a lot of people do. They pick the safe versus what is more fun or whatever the case may be. And safe becomes boring to them, and eventually they cheat on the safe with the fun.
Right, but that's settling. Like, you can't sit there and be like, you can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna settle because this is something that I'm comfortable with. This is something that I'm content with.
Come on now, we know 98% of motherfucking relationships. I like that shit. When they're in the relationship, a lot of them are settled. A lot of marriages are settled. They like, this is my forever person. This is my person. No, it's not. God put us together. No, they did not. No. Y'all forced this issue. Y'all forced that moment. And it made it into more than what it needs to be. A lot of people are past their expiration date. They ain't supposed to be with you, or you ain't supposed to be with them, but y'all have pushed something for so long because it's comfortable. But yet it's not what's really you, or it doesn't speak to your real truth. And I've been in that situation or whatever the case may be. So I think that happened a lot of times, Esco, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I think with experience for me, I wouldn't pick what's safe. I will pick what speaks truly to my sense of need. I think for me right now, that's my safe would still be my fun because I would no longer settle. I would never settle again.
Right.
I think as a woman, though, I don't know if this applies to men too. So it could be both sexes. But then, like, when you get older, shit, you be like, all right, well, they kind of checking off most of my boxes, but not all of them.
But I don't think anybody ever check off all of them, right?
Like,
Go ahead.
Yeah, but sometimes it be some major boxes they ain't checking off, and then you gotta have that real conversation. Like, could you really do this? And it's like, yeah, are you settling? Yes, you are. You're settling. Don't settle, or do settle if you feel like that, But I think that's something that a lot of people don't talk about.
You bring up a great point, Jasmine, because sex is huge to me, and so I've had a guy who is great with a lot of stuff, but sex is just and
girls,
I had some that were sex was great, and then there's other aspects I'm like, y'all saw the swing go up, and then it was other aspects I was like, ooh, brother missing a main key. Like, let's just say sex was great, but didn't have a job. The whole thing was, nigga dude ain't asked me to pay a bill though, but hey. Maybe, he going through a situation or whatever the case may be, and seeing how long that will last for. But it also became where a guy had his own place, great job, career and all that. Sex just wasn't hidden. So it's like, all right, I'm going to go through the stages of teaching you me and me trying to change some things to learn you and do better. But if it don't hit off, there's no point.
Has to go. So
you gotta get on that gas station pill.
Man,
no,
but that shit.
I'm not giving you no gas station pill because guess what? You're gonna have to keep taking that. Eventually, your body gonna become immune to that.
The gas station pill just gonna keep you going for longer. But if you ain't got the stroke right, then what you going for longer for? I'm ready to
Exactly.
Get out.
So listen though, real shit though. Like if, damn it, I forgot.
Go get a damn pen and paper. Shit.
This shit. I
What
mean,
you smoking?
Podcast.
like,
No.
so
No. Okay. I'm back.
He said he been drinking that wine, y'all. You look,
Man, you better start typing to the damn box so we know what you think.
What is that? Apocalyptic? Is it apocalyptic or apocalyptic?
No.
What is this shit called? What is
Apocalypse.
I can't do that.
Apocalypse.
Is it apocalypse? Apocalyptic? It's something like that. What kind of wine are you drinking?
Apocalypse. They have a really good good wine.
This Red Diamond.
Look, y'all, please don't get him off subject. This baby don't even remember what the hell he want to say.
Right.
Man,
Wait,
type
you
it in
right,
the box
my
and you
bad.
thinking.
So while y'all on the boxing thing, right? So this the whole spiel, right? Back to that similar situation. This heifer told
really
me
trying to get his life right.
I just got real life situations. I've been damn everything in the city. But look, this heifer told me I check out every. She done said this, and other chicks have said this. It's a long story. I don't even want to go through the situation. She said you check off everything, right? But this one thing, and I don't want to get into that. So we was talking about a situation with my old coworker.
You don't know how to eat the box. You don't know how to eat the box.
Why don't you just go tell her you want to be with her?
He probably gonna eat her booty or something like that. It's probably some freaky stuff Esco wasn't trying to do.
None of that. It's something simple as hell. So we was talking about how my
old
coworker.
No,
listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. So we was talking about how my coworker was at Captain Hook's on Cottage Grove, and he said this dude was drunk in there and had touched his wife's ass, and my coworker beat the slab out of him inside of Captain Hook's. So I was telling her that story, and I was like, "Shit, I'd have did the same thing." This heifer gonna say, "See, he wouldn't have did that. He would have just walked away because we got too much to lose." And I looked at her ass like, "Hell no, I'm finna try to mop the floor with their ass because they mad disrespectful." And she's like, "See, that's the difference between your attitude. You didn't have to do that. You can just walk away from the situation and call the police."
That's why I just said that it's seriously violent. Dude, you told us it. But no, Esco, seriously, like, for real. Bike friend. You can't always be violent. You always talking about doing something to somebody.
Gee, if you touch my girl ass.
Wait.
You want our opinion? Listen. Every time we together, Bree, tell him. You always talking about doing something to somebody, G. Like, a woman wants to feel protected, but we don't want to feel like, damn, we can't go out nowhere because this motherfucker might get into it with somebody. You could be the most educated, highly paid person, but smooth. Hold on, woman talking. But we don't want that. We want to feel protected, but we don't want to feel like, damn, we're going to be put in the both situations.
That's a fact.
Okay.
But also,
now listen. I was going to talk to him brother to brother, okay? I'm going to talk to him brother to brother, okay?
You ain't fucking him, dude. We a female. He want to know us. No.
But I was still going to say something along the same lines. Shit. I ain't no dummy. I got sisters and shit. Relax, okay? Like, okay, I know what's up. Damn.
Boy, I don't care how many sons you got. I can't never speak on being a man, how many sons I'm raising. You can't speak on how many sisters you got.
Y'all don't make this point.
I was just going to tell him, like, bro, you might want to tone it down a bit, bro. You might want to tone it down a bit. Like, you ain't got to say it every time that you feel like.
If you touch my girl ass, I'm finna mop the floor with you.
Hey, that's mad disrespectful. I do that to my core, but you ain't got to see it.
But like,
say it.
So most people that know me know, like, I'm a kind person out there until you take me up, and I try to walk away from situations. But
E, no, B, no, B.
Yeah.
B,
come on,
you
Skull.
Always talking about doing something to somebody.
That's how I'm like, come on, Skull. You on the phone with 3 people that actually know you, Skull. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Look, I ain't even go by your damn screen name. I'm like, no, B, no.
Come on.
No.
I ain't been in trouble in a year. I'm done.
You gotta keep it a buck.
I'm straight.
Man.
After paying that $5,000, I'm straight.
No, G, we telling you, like, seriously, like, it's one thing for a woman to feel protected by you and know that she's gonna be protected no matter what neighborhood she goes in. It's another thing to have to feel like, damn, I can't do this, or my guy gonna pop off, or you know what I'm saying, if we go over here, he gonna pop off. It's like you don't always want to be put in that situation. It's like always having them crazy cousins that you can't dress up too cute. You got to put on gym shoes because you know some shit might pop off. That's how it is being with your age.
Points were made.
Listen.
So we just saying tone it down, homie. That's all.
So, bro.
And why don't you just tell her girl you want to be with her? Because you didn't brought up this a couple of times in our convo. So look, tell her girl.
That's me, man. Fuck, man, I ain't man.
Listen, bro. Number one. Look, it's okay to have feelings for that woman. It's okay. You ain't gotta lie to yourself. Okay. Number two. Okay. Like you don't want to consistently be what some females be like the crazy boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like you that nigga that they know that even if they break up with you, you still finna be like, if you see him in the club with somebody else, you gonna whoop that nigga ass. Like you don't gotta be that. You don't have to be all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they can understand. Like yeah, I am protected, but you ain't gotta be all of that. Like what she said. Like you ain't gotta be all that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just play your role a little milder, bro. Like just tone it back a bit. Like you on 10, like just dial it back up out of 6. You be good. You on 10 though. Dial it back to about a 6. Okay, a six a girl can work with. Like you on 10. Like you ready to whoop everybody ass. Next thing she know, her daddy getting his ass beat. That's ain't about her.
And look crazy. Look, I was in that situation at 17. I was in that situation with 17. Chick I used to date from out west. Me and my best friend was finna whoop her and her daddy. Like they got bad. This
look, Esco. Take that advice that you literally said at 17. At 10 plus years later, you still talking like that. We're gonna put your ass in therapy, dude. Calm that shit down.
Growth.
Calm that shit down. Next.
All right, moving on. Name one person. Name the one that got away. Name that person that got away and
Esco.
why they got away.
Esco. We can't take over this man podcast.
My nigga.
He ain't got no question.
First of all, okay? I'm gonna tell you why we're not gonna do that. This is recorded. This is going online, fam. We is not gonna do that. We is not gonna do that. I'm not gonna let anybody do that to themselves. No, that topic is dead in the water. We're not doing that, okay? Personally, I'm not doing it off the rip, so let's just not. This is not. We're not doing it.
So he said, "Oh man."
We'll keep it classy. We're not doing that.
So, what's the next question?
Next. You don't know because he ain't write this shit down.
We ready.
What? Who done?
We waiting on you.
We need a script, man. We need a script. So next time you send it out to everybody. This is what we're going on.
I mean, I kind of just wanted to have a conversation. I didn't know it was gonna go this way. Like, I just didn't know. I didn't know.
What do you want to talk about? Just bring it up. What do you want to talk about? Just anything. First thing comes to mind.
Name y'all flaws or some shit that you get.
Shut up.
Do something.
Esco, shut up.
Why would I do that?
Why would I take over this man podcast?
Okay, so listen. No. So look. I'm gonna bring my own personal situation. Y'all just tell me if I was wrong for this. Okay.
You are.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. We can do that. He not shit either.
Oh, she putting up emojis now. She done put up a damn emoji talking about some but anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so
Lord Jesus, this baby brain.
What happened to me was okay, so look, I was on one of the little dating sites, right? I was on a little online dating. Me and her. It was just me and her. Like literally, I was just dating her exclusively. Because this is after as Bree said, COVID allowed you to self-reflect and like realize what you was doing and like kind of like better yourself. So I took like a month and a half off. Like I like 45 days. I was just chilling to myself. Got me right. Felt a little better, and then I went back out there to the world, you know what I'm saying? But with a different perspective, with a different mindset.
To the streets.
Yeah, back into the streets. Yes. I went back into
the streets was calling. Yeah.
So listen, I went back out there. Okay, I went back out there. Y'all stupid. So I went back out there, and my thing was like I was like, okay, like me and her started talking. Like we went, like we didn't even go out for a date. Like I because it was COVID. I ordered the food. You know what I'm saying? It came to my house. You know what I'm saying? I had the wine already here. You know what I'm saying? Because I already pre-talked to her, found out she liked wine and all this other stuff. So I had all the pictures, all the trimmings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We met that night. Everything was good. You know what I'm saying? Night that was great. She went home. You know what I'm saying? I went my way. Everything was straight or whatever. Fast forward like 5 weeks, right? About 5 weeks or whatever. We still been talking. Me and her. And basically like, you know, I had a situation happen where like I kind of just stepped back to myself, you know what I'm saying, and was dealing with it, right? So I wasn't texting her. I wasn't texting nobody else. I was just exclusively dating her. It wasn't like I was like out here with other people or none of that. It was just me and her, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't tell her what I was going through because, again, I just met her, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just kept to myself or whatever. But she got mad at me for not speaking to her, you know what I'm saying? For not texting her. And I'm like, your phone worked too. You could have said, hey, you good? If I normally text you every day and all of a sudden I don't text you, you're not gonna text me and say, yo, you straight? Like, is everything good? You died? Like anything.
Well, how long were y'all dating?
We only dated. This is we on week 5 right now when this happened. Week 5.
It's about was it literally like a month and a week? Possibly could
5 weeks.
Yeah, possibly
a literal 5 weeks.
Yeah, I probably would have been like, so what's up? What's good? We good?
I didn't get that. So wait, so just to clarify, how long did she go without talking to you at the time?
She went without talking to me. Like, so I stopped talking. So whatever it was, like we did not communicate.
How long? What was the period of time?
Wait, hold on.
2 or 3 days.
No, 3 days. So okay, you guys were talking for 3 days. Who reinitiated conversation? Was it you or was it her?
She did. She texted me. She texted me, but she texted me while I was at work, and I thought I responded, but I didn't. Like I was literally busy at work. I was literally busy. So I thought I responded, but I didn't. She turned around and called me, and I answered the phone. The next day.
Oh, the next day.
The next day, right?
Oh yeah, I would have loved that too.
So yeah,
I would have been pissed.
It looks such as hell, but at the same time, she like, you know what I'm saying? Like once I explained myself and what was going on, like she was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna get off the phone or whatever. And then I proceed the next couple of days because I'm like, okay, you know, like the situation's kind of over. I'm like kind of like back in mode or whatever. And I'm trying to communicate with her and she's not communicating back. And I asked her if she's mad. She like, yeah, I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what? And she never explains herself. So, you know what I'm saying? I give her 24 hours to explain herself. She don't explain herself. So am I wrong for blocking her? Like, because I don't.
You blocked her?
You blocked her?
You blocked her?
I told you were wrong. I told you. See, I was right. I said he was wrong. See,
but that's extreme.
From jump, I told you were wrong.
Y'all both played y'all part in it.
No, y'all both played yourselves. Fuck played their part. They both played themselves. Period. First and foremost, a misunderstanding about communication as adults should be an easy conversation to have. Like, okay, cool. You right. I should have hit you up. I should have checked on you sooner. We should have been communicating. There shouldn't have been a 3-day like gap. Yeah. I mean, if that's important for y'all, if that is like something that y'all agree on, like, hey, we're going to talk every day. For some people, that's not really important. I know people, me myself, I don't talk to my family members every day. You feel me? So that's why I'm like, okay, so if that is something that if that's y'all dynamic, we're going to talk every day. Okay. If y'all didn't talk for 3 days, that should have been like, hey, what's up? Like, what happened? Like, we haven't talked for 3 days. What's going on? You got something going on? If you did have something going on and you hadn't talked to her, you got to swallow your pride and reach out to her. But if she reached out to you first, no matter how long that time was, and she still reached out to you and you waited for whatever odd reason, or for whatever reason, I won't even say odd, but for whatever reason, you didn't hit her up until the next day, and then she got mad because she didn't want to expel that energy of like, you know what I'm saying, telling you exactly what was wrong with her. I mean, it was kind of common sense. Like if y'all been talking for that long, you should probably know why she's upset. Like she hit you up and you didn't hit her up until the next day, and then you asked her what's going on, and she was like, what do you mean what's going on? Like, we hadn't talked in 3 days, and then I hit you up and you don't hit me up until the next day. Like, at that point, both of y'all wrong. Like, there is no person is more wrong than the other. Y'all both was wrong. Like, yes, she could have and you could have hit each other up sooner. And then, you know, once she hit you up, it was like, you know, it was like you were just like, okay, I'm gonna take my time with communicating back with her to let her know, because she possibly could have been worried at that point. Like, it's been 4 days. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So look, on the third day, we talked on the phone, and I explained the whole situation, in entirety, front to back.
Yeah, but
and she ain't had nothing like semi-sympathetic, nothing, because here's the thing.
But you want her to do lie. If she can't relate to the situation you going.
Here's the thing though. Like, it wasn't like she was the best communicator initially. You know what I'm saying? But
don't put that on her. Talk about you.
No. I'm talking about me.
No, let him say that. Let him say that portion. So she wasn't the best communicator from the jump.
Yes, from the jump, but
you already had this. You're knowledgeable of this.
Yes, but then she became, okay, I can fuck with this nigga. So then she started really like opening up herself and all this other shit. She started to really open herself up and like talk to me. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I gave her prior knowledge, like, yo, my previous situation that I dealt with was kind of childish, and this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Due to communication. I would like to not go through this again. So I'm like, please.
Okay.
I'm like, please, just don't do this. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm wrong in a situation, that's cool. Like, I even told her on the phone, I'm like, look, I'm wrong for not texting you back. I'm wrong. I own that. I owned where my faults was. But I was just like, yo, like, can you, I see you down there, Alan. I see you. And type X. You ready to respond. But but like, I was just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, if I lay it all out there and I say what it is, and then you don't want to talk to me for like 3 days, like 2-3 days, like, if you get blocked, that's okay. Because I already dealt with that before. And I see where that goes, and I'm not gonna beg you to fuck with me.
All right, go type X. Let's see what you got to say, homie.
All right, so
yeah, because I'm like,
okay, I totally get where you're coming from, but you're acting like you're surprised because you said she wasn't the best communicator, and the thing is, so you know why she's mad, because she laid it all out there, and she feels like you ghosted her. So in her head, she's like, fuck, I let all my crazy out, and then this fool just fucking disappeared.
That's real.
So, and that's the thing. And the thing is, just because she wasn't sympathetic for your cause, that's the thing. Like, and I've been in the same situation because I've been married before. So I've been in fights. I've been in long-term relationships. And the thing is, yeah, this person's going through shit, right? And as much as I try to, if I'm pissed off, I'm fucking pissed off, and I can't turn it off to say, you know, no matter what the hell's going on. So that's the thing, and you have to realize that too, because and the thing is, even though you're going through your stuff, and then she had days to stew on it because she's leading up to this, right? Yeah. And then you're gone, so then she's probably worried because she's like, what the fuck happened to him? You know, and then she's like, maybe I let everything out, so I lost him. So she doesn't know what the hell's going on. So there's two different things. You know, so and you didn't give her any forewarning, so she's going through stuff too.
Yeah, it's still really new. It's only 5 weeks.
Yeah. No, no, I'm saying it's still new, but and that's the thing where you have to realize that both people are going through stuff as well. So yeah, she should have been more sympathetic or maybe more open to what's going on. But you can't really just like you can't shut your stuff off.
But wait, let's go back to that first point of saying she wasn't a great communicator. But then you go to say, but then you say she goes and she opens up herself. Take that back. Take that away. It wasn't that she wasn't a good communicator. She was guarded, and then she opened up. Right. You labeling her number one, saying she wasn't a good communicator, and that shit is wrong. It wasn't that she wasn't not a good communicator.
That's why I said let him talk.
That's why I was like, because that shit didn't make sense. Like, no, she was just guarded, as most would do, as how you seen the whole internet thing shit is. She was guarded and showing like, let me see where this is going to go, and then she opened up to you, and then that situation happened. That's one thing. Now y'all can go with the next part, but she not a good communicator.
To add on to that, Dom, though, and to add on to what Type X was saying, it's like also, was this the first time that y'all ever had like a disagreement or kind of was like turned off from each other? Because if this is y'all first time where y'all kind of like bumping heads and y'all clashing for the first time, you don't just up and block somebody after y'all first time clashing. Like that's the time for y'all to be like, okay, let's resolve this problem. Like then that's a battle test right there. Like that's that first hurdle. Like, okay, even though it may not be a big hurdle, that's the first hurdle. So it's after your first hurdle, right? That's what I'm saying. So after your first hurdle, you upping and jumping and blocking her off job. I don't know, man.
That may be that's another reason why your ass think you talking about. That is a little reason.
So listen, okay, that makes sense. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that.
I told you you're wrong.
Get back. No. I feel that. I feel that from that perspective. I feel that. But for me, I didn't want to get back in that position. So just to explain where I was, like I didn't want to get back in that position where I was overly doing too much to like over communicate, overly like give of myself to like make things better. I was overcompensating to make up for where somebody else was lacking. You know what I'm saying? To where the relationship was going from a 50-50 to where it was like we're now doing like an 80-20 where I'm mostly communicating or whatever. Like
guess what you're doing? You're doing that shit we talked about in a relation in the beginning. Rules. Who said that's what that is? If right now this is what you have to do to get the person back that you feeling, then that's what you do. Who the fuck is it? 50-50, 80-80. Everybody's not gonna give the exact same amount of stuff at the exact same time. Exactly. Sometimes you're gonna be at your peak, she's gonna be at her valley, and that's where life is all about balance, and that's what you will need.
No, to follow up on that, that's one of the reasons why I'm divorced, because my ex-wife, she always wanted to keep score. And the thing is too, what does it? No, and exactly. No, and that's what I'm saying, because the thing is, everybody has a different definition of quality. So there's different things to do. And it's funny because my ex-wife, she wanted to clean up certain things all the time. And she's like, well, I did this, and this. And she cleaned up a bunch of little things. And yeah, she kept the house clean. But I'm the one cleaning up the front yard, backyard, the dog poop. So, changing out the garbage disposal, cleaning out the shower, because she had long, because Byron, you smooth, you saw her hair. She had that long curly hair. So every other week I'm in the freaking, I'm in the shower.
Snaking hair, hair out.
Exactly. So if we go on quality, I was working just as hard, so I'm not taking anything away from her or for a longer period of time. So just because I didn't do as many things doesn't mean I wasn't busting my ass as well too. And that's the thing. And there's some days where my tasks are gonna be shorter. So yeah, she gave 80 that day, I gave 20, but then we flip it the other day, I'm giving 99 and she's giving 1% because all she had to do was walk the dog. Right. And that's the thing. Sometimes you have to go, and I had to go bite my pride too and be like, oh, I understand this, but I had to go over there and I'm like, I'm sorry you feel this way. And there's
pride
some days,
pride is always ego. Yes, pride. I was just about to say, pride and ego is always going to be the test of time for men. Yep. Period. For women too. Yeah. For women too. I'm not gonna lie. For women too. But more so for men. More so for men. Let's not lie.
To bite ours. A lot of times we bite ours and let y'all be y'all. A lot of times we bite ours and let y'all be y'all. But it is an issue with both parties.
Definitely.
Yes. Like Bree is saying, it is an issue with both parties.
women, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to certain things, when it comes to like just situations, period, women are so much more resilient. So much more resilient. We know how to bounce back off of certain situations and just let it be. I mean, this is just how it is sometimes.
And then because like chicks be going through shit. Like a lot of our situations during this whole pandemic shit. Chick I was dealing with, she's getting divorced. Her soon-to-be ex-husband wasn't taking care of their shorty. She going through financial issues because of him. She ain't got no job. She between two cities trying to make shit happen. Shit, sometimes you just gotta let their ass breathe and just come back. If it's meant to be there, come back. If not, shit, get another one.
Shut up.
Y'all be dealing with some real life stuff.
But I do think the blocking was a little extreme.
A little. Yeah, it was like, dude. Like,
hey, Snoop's my friend. I can't say like I have to soften the blow for him.
That's what, as a friend, that's your job as a friend to make sure you keep it 100. Shit, like
I'm keeping it 100. I'm not going forceful yet. I'm not going forceful.
Like she sent me back a thumb. She sent me back an emoji. She didn't even communicate with me. Like I got so pissed off, I blocked her. Like and the thing was like I wanted to go back the next day and like unblock her, but like.
You forgot.
You reactionary. I see. So that is a problem that you need to fix on yourself. Self-reflect that you're reactionary because in a relationship, you just doing shit and you be like, well, I want to take it back. Guess what? Sometimes you do shit and there ain't gonna be no comeback. Ain't no restart button with that. Like you're gonna deal with a real mature. You're gonna deal with a real mature person that you're gonna be like, ooh, I did this and I want to come back, and they're gonna be like, bye. Like no, accept
baby.
what you've done.
Yeah.
Look.
So you have to think before you just do stuff again.
See, and
get that pride and that ego together.
That's the other reason I'm divorced because she did something that she couldn't take back, and I was like, see ya, enjoy Arkansas.
Exactly. She found him off the paper, and you was like, oh, I'm a signing this. And you was like, oh, damn, wait a minute, hold on, wait, don't sign the papers. You like, it's done.
No,
you know
exactly, because she always said it like that too, and she took off, and then she's like, and she wanted to work things out, but I'm like, nah, because you didn't think about it. You did something you can't take back. Enjoy Arkansas, exactly. And I'm out here on the West Coast.
Wait a minute, pause, bro. Arkansas?
Yeah, she went to Fort Smith, Arkansas. Because her mom was living out there, and that's why, and that's the thing. She was like, "Oh, I'm taking off. I'm going. I'm not thinking. I'm saying things I can't take back. I'm putting things in motion." And that was her main thing, because she's like, "Oh, well, I said this, so I have to go do this." And I guess she was expecting me to be like, "No, baby, don't go. No, baby, don't go." But after a while, it's like, "No, if you're saying things and doing things that you put in motion that you can't take back." And I got tired of cleaning up the mess, and like Demo was saying, you got to be mature about it. And if you're gonna be immature about it, and you're doing it for this, there's only so many times I'm gonna take it before because then it's gonna affect me.
Yeah. So weak, y'all keep calling this girl Domo. We're gonna let it slide though.
What?
I said I'm so weak because they keep calling you Domo. I mean,
on the screen. What am I supposed to say?
I mean, culturally, that's probably is how it's pronounced, but we don't call it Domo. It's okay. It's all right.
How do you want me to say it? I'm sorry.
Educate me.
We name Damo. We call her Damo.
Damo. Okay.
Damo.
Okay,
Damo. Like
no, because I'm thinking Japanese.
Lowercase and girl shit.
No, boy, she don't even look Japanese. What?
But that might be her nickname. I'm not gonna say. I'm not here to judge.
You never know where a nigga
Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, see, she might be that. I don't know her. I'm sorry.
He said she might be that. No, I don't know if you offended her or not. It was bothering me personally.
Well, I'm sorry I offended you, Bree.
No, you're fine. It's okay. Thanks for that. I appreciate it.
That's my boo.
Watch. She's calling me like she's talking like type Y. Watch.
That was a good one. I like that.
That was a good one.
That was a good
one. All right,
one.
next topic.
All right. Well, shit. Everybody share their situation. I want y'all advice now.
Okay, go ahead.
So
you were right.
So I've been dating this guy for about a little over 2 months. Mm-hmm. But I really feel like on my part, like it's been more effort on me, and I know he has a couple of situations that's been keeping him busy, So I think I kind of been giving him passes for that. But then I feel like I'm not getting enough attention, and I need more attention. And we're going out of town this weekend on a group trip, but I want to be single for the trip.
I mean, hey, honestly,
hold on.
If he moving, if he's moving how he moving, you need to move how you want to move. If he wants to move how he wants to move,
like as far as like dating other people, he's legit been busy. But I just feel like
I feel you, Janice, but I feel you because I dealt with the exact same situation, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I done dealt with married motherfuckers who run CEOs. Ain't nobody too busy. They make time for who they want to make time for. So, So my whole thing is, one, why was he invited on the trip? If you know what I'm saying. Two, do exactly what Bridget said. Make your moves, baby. And I can guarantee you, his pride and ego is going to put him in check with some things. So you might get some attention 2 weeks straight or whatever.
I didn't invite him on the trip. We just are in a mutual group. We're in
okay.
I got
you. Okay. But do what Bree say. Make your moves, boo.
Yeah, I would just
say. Go ahead, Alan.
I would just say because if the situation you don't think it's going to change, then you do you, because like you said, you're giving him a pass, and like everybody's saying, if someone wants to make time for you, they can make time, or but if you think the situation and you're giving them a pass, if there's like a legit reason, then it's you're a good person, so that's why you're being understanding. But if they're taking advantage of that and they think you're always going to be there, because and they're not showing any improvement, so like they're not getting ahead and they'll have to take care of you later, or they're not making more time for you, then that's an issue. And that's where you say you have to put them on notice. You have to be like, hey, like if this isn't working out because of X, Y, and Z, and if you're not going to change it, I'm either going to make you change it by my actions, or we're going to split up.
Yeah, so I can tell.
Right. You. Okay. So we're not official. We're not official, or even more so exclusive.
Oh, then be single.
Well, I think
that changes everything.
Wait, I have not been dating anyone else, and from what I know,
that changes everything.
Yeah, that changes everything.
Yeah, no, we're not officially in a relationship or anything, but we have pretty much like been dating exclusively. Our friend group pretty much like has us as a couple.
Don't matter. Perception.
That don't matter.
Pretty much, and actually are two different things.
Right. That's a perception. Look, that goes back to what we talked about earlier. The two people who was on Facebook and they forced it because that's what the perception was. Fuck that perception and fuck potential. Go off what's actually happening. He ain't making time for your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
So fuck that. You go on that trip and you have fun.
Right. So as a man, I can tell you as a man, there's never been a woman that I've wanted that I did not make time for.
Exactly.
Period. If I want her, I'm on her line. I'm in her face.
Yeah.
Period.
That or she's all my business. She's all my business. I'm saying, hey, I can't do this because I'm at work trying to do this, and this is my plan.
Yeah, so, I mean, so like he'll text me all day, every day, like all day, every day.
Yeah, but I mean, but are things changing?
If not, it's like more so. Yeah, when it's basically convenient for him. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. When it's convenient for him,
that don't.
Yeah, that ain't shit. Because I'm saying, because if shit's not changing, because he's talking to you when it's convenient for him, when he has the time, and if what he's doing, if it's not making more time for you down the line, which should have happened already because you guys been doing this for a while, then you need to do something different. You need to change it.
Not trying to make plans with you, leave him alone. Period. Flat out.
Yeah, you know how easy it is for us to have several rotations and how easy it is for us to text.
And that's how I feel. Like I literally feel like I've been turning down all these other opportunities, and I was just like, I really thought we was really, because it started off so strong, and then he fell out. Then I'm just like, damn. I literally have turned down 3 trip offers, y'all. I ain't even go for it.
Okay, first off, man, we gonna talk in our group a little later on, boo boo. Why would you dare do something like that?
Nothing. No. Look. I guarantee you, if he would have seen you on them trips, he would have said, okay, she didn't went out to here. I gotta figure out I gotta really put her in my schedule if he wants you. If he don't want you, everything would have remained the same, and you would have known going on this trip you were single. But I guarantee you would have went on a trip. Offer number one, whenever that came, if you would have went on that trip and he didn't change his actions, he didn't want you at all. At all.
Yeah, I'm so glad you used that word. That word is so important. Actions, because it's like, is this something that he has verbally? Has this been like verbally expressed? Like y'all, what you all are to each other, what y'all want, what's going on? Like, if it hasn't been verbally expressed and y'all just kind of going with emotions, it's like there's not too much you can be upset at, because then at that point it's like, okay, there was no real expectation set. But like,
very clear from the beginning. Very clear.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're clear, but his actions is showing something else. So why would you put any of your life on pause for a potential? Like, come on.
I will say that, Jazzy. I mean, no, it started off strong. And then it just kind of trickled, and I was just like,
it started off in the phase of what everything started off is the honeymoon phase. Like, I like you, you cool.
I hear y'all.
You know, so
hey, have fun though next weekend. We not telling you not to have fun next weekend.
Oh, no.
Shit, you already
have
going.
Fun, but don't have fun with him. Or if you do, make him part 2. Make him plan B.
Don't change your plans for him. Do
what
I'm
you want to do. I'm not changing no plans for him.
No, but exactly. But
once you on a trip though.
I mean, on a trip,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Now, listen,
that's why I'm trying to figure out how to ditch him.
Don't do what most people do. They fold. A lot of people fold once they get in that person's face and they see him in their face. Like, oh hey,
No. I'm saying on this trip, if he is not kissing your ass, then you're not hanging out with him.
I don't really care if he kissed my ass on this trip.
No, I'm saying if he doesn't, then you're not hanging out with him. Don't be like, don't try to rope you and like, oh, like let's do this together.
But and I would even say, even if he is trying to do that, don't do it, because don't wait for it. It's convenient now. Like, you know what I'm saying? We face to face. I would say still do you and be like, oh, we could talk after the trip or whatever, because that's what it's gonna be. It's right there in the face. So it's like, I gotta kind of confront it. And it's like, no, because you could have dealt with this prior to the trip. So do you, and don't deal with him on the trip. Honestly, that's not what you want to do anyway. You want to deal with somebody else and let it be, let it fizzle out, because that's what it sounds like it's gonna do anyway, or what it has done, and you're just holding on to the potential or the possibility of. Let that shit go, boo. That shit been dead in the
I don't even think I'm really holding on to the potential. I think it was more so I'm really like a non-confrontational type person.
Right.
So I was just kind of like,
just waiting for it to be convenient.
Cool, but I've been kind of like hinting towards it. Like I'll text him like, oh hey pal, And
not pal.
Oh,
right, buddy.
Hi, friend.
Right.
Hey there, Dirty Dan.
Read the rest of the
I would honestly not even communicate no more. And see when the next time he comes.
But that's the thing too, because now we're like kind of doing business together. So,
oof. Girl, you can't mix relation and business.
Girl, you saw my face, Bree, like.
You might as well just turn that man to a fuck buddy, because there ain't no point in you trying to turn that into a relationship.
That ain't gonna
I wouldn't even honestly give him that opportunity to become the fuck buddy, because it's like, then let's just say that shit is good, then you really want that shit, then you really want his time. Fuck that. No, you don't get no shit. Let's deal with you strictly as business.
Hey, keep it
yeah, true.
Have you already had it before?
Yes.
Nigga, they've been talking for 5 months.
2 months.
I went away.
You said 2?
2. Yeah, 2.
But still, they grown. Like, I'm just saying, they grown. If they like each other, man, there is no time limit. If that's their business too at that, you know what I'm saying? Even though you did disclose the information, like if they like each other and they in the space of each other, they gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. It ain't no. Ain't
no. That wasn't my point. That wasn't what I was trying to get at.
Okay, go ahead then. My bad. Go ahead. You're right.
So
you're right.
Esco Jr.
You're right.
Look. Esco Jr. Relax. I ain't even on that level. Relax. We ain't the same. So listen. I know this to him. We're just not the same person. So Damo, right? So you were saying to her that, that I came in on a tail end because I went away. I went to the bathroom. So I came in on a tail end. You were saying to her, like, if it was good, you wouldn't even want to let go. like, is it something that you really want to go back to? Because if it ain't even worth it, like, just cut ties and keep it business.
No, like it's nothing. One, for me, I'm not the type of person with dick be like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I really want to go fuck with this nigga because the dick was fire. Like, if me and you not vibing or whatever, I don't care how fire it is. Like, I'm good.
So why haven't you let it go?
All right. If it ain't fine, if you can't.
I feel like we ain't even seen each other, so it's nothing to let go. I'm more so just like, shit, we gonna be in the same house this weekend. So. And I want to ditch him.
But that's the thing. Right? So it's kind of like contradictory because you say it's really nothing to let that go, but you want to ditch him. Why feel like you want to ditch him? You have no ties to him. Do you, boo? Don't give you thinking too much into it. Don't think no more into it with him. You giving him more energy than what's being given to you.
I'm from this podcast.
Points were made.
Don't be fronting
next
podcast.
Oh, I ain't gonna be the next podcast. Not at least in a negative way. Now, you know what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Bingo, shingo.
All I'm saying is don't front. Don't be out there later on. You get in that house and then later on you in a group chat and you really like chopping it up. You talking it up like, oh, it was so great. Like, don't do that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's okay, Jazzy. You don't know you, Jazzy. You don't know you, Jazzy.
I really don't.
I don't know you, Jazzy.
Oh no.
Okay, Bree.
Ellie B, what's your story,
boo?
I'm
just saying.
Ellie said she'd be right back. She BRB.
Yeah, Ellie said she'll be right back. Who's still on? Jason? Not Jason. Jay Salone. Jay what?
Jay Frank.
He over there.
Yeah, Jay Frank on.
No, he said.
Oh yeah, Ellie said she was gonna be bad smooth. Okay, it's the same people.
Jay. Come on, Jay. What's your story? What's going on with you?
Skull jumped though.
We are. He missed the no small talk.
Right.
He popped this personal conversation off.
He missed the. He missed
I don't
the
have
wine.
Everybody just told us a personal story. I ain't got no personal story.
I don't got no personal story. I mean, I said I've been single for 2 years. I was engaged for a while to my son's mother. We kind of split ways, but I moved away about 2 hours away from where my son is and his mother. Try to make more money, better opportunity, whatnot. I kind of created some more situations, but.
What are you looking for in regards to dating life, relationship, sex? What are you looking for?
I mean, I really don't date. I work a lot. Like I really don't date. Like I just like I'm a homebody. I really don't have time to. Like I work. Like I said, I work a lot. My days off, I'm on the road going to see my son.
Okay.
I really ain't got time for any of it right now.
What you looking for?
Just be on
me.
10, humble,
yeah.
I was counting.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
What you looking for, boo?
What I'm looking for?
Relationships and dating.
What I'm
even if it's
looking
not
for,
right now, just long term.
Oh, okay. Well, let me start because everybody kind of just gave their whole little like dating spiel. I haven't been in an actual relationship in 7 years. My title relationship in 7 years. It's not because I'm afraid of commitment or anything like that. It's just more so like the individuals that I have encountered, just like I won't say they not shit, but like they basically not shit.
Sorry, not sorry.
Right. So what I'm looking for long term wise, like I don't have any children, so I don't have any kids. I've never been engaged. I've never been married. I mean, I hope to have all of those things. Like, you know, that's what I want in my long time. I hope to be married. I hope to have kids. I hope to be in a healthy, stable relationship. where it's like I'm married to my best friend, you know, and it's everything is copacetic and moving smoothly. Man, I really it's so hard to put try to like verbally explain what I want to learn in a long term relationship wise, when short term I'm not even like thinking about relationships right now. Like I feel like if a relationship was presented to me right now, I wouldn't be opposed to it, like, you know, but I just know the individuals that are coming to me right now that are talking about like, oh yeah, I'm a wifey, woo, wifey, damn. It's just there. It's the thought. They like the thought of being with me, but just not like, you know, actually being with me. It's like the time and the energy that it takes to actually be with me. A lot of people, you know, those individuals specifically, I know are not like ready for that. Mm-hmm. So I don't even, that should go in one ear and out the other. I just be like, yup. Okay. So you say. But
you gotta know your worth, queen.
Exactly. I don't even got time for all the other bullshit that they talk about.
Right. So. You know, I do got a question for the room. Y'all know them dating shows, 90 what is it?
90 Day Fiance. Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. Would y'all ever do any of those? And if you would, which one?
I would do Love is Blind.
I want to do Love is Blind. I would do Love is Blind.
So, okay.
I like the concept of not seeing a person and you actually get to know them.
That is like you pick their brain.
Love is Blind. That's the one that was on Netflix when they had to talk through the room.
Yep, through the rooms.
That's the one I would do. Like, that's the one.
But the good
3 black people on there.
Yeah, one of the dudes was from New Orleans. He ended up having a bisexual past. That
dude, that wow.
Hey, crazy. You know what?
No, he didn't. And they found out after they were engaged.
Yeah, he didn't tell. You're right, Jazzy. She didn't find that out until later.
The black girl that ended up with the white dude, right?
With Christian. I love that.
I love Cameron and Lauren.
Yes, I was so happy for them. I was like, I love that couple though. Yeah,
I do.
I fell off. So I
don't
know who got with who, but I do remember that part.
Yeah, they still rocking strong. Like I checked on them on Instagram at least like a month or so ago.
Yeah, and then the other couple,
the two Caucasian girls. The two Caucasian people. She was a brunette, and then his name started with a B. Bradley.
Damn, but yeah, them and then one more, the 2 other black couple too. And she's pregnant now.
It was another black couple.
Damn. I think they're different seasons. They're different season though. They're not the same season with them.
Okay. Season is the black and white.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
they're in a different season or whatever. But if I had to choose out of those 3, it would be Love is Blind. Like I said, because you get to really get to know a person, and be so close, but yet so far in a way, or whatever the case may be. 90 Day Fiance wouldn't do, because it's just like, to me, when it's all said and done, like somebody just trying to get a green card. That's how I just truly feel about it. Somebody just trying to get a green card.
That's that.
And then married at first sight, it's like we didn't get to see each other at all, and we basing everything off of psychiatrists. And I'm not doing that based off only psychiatrists. Because I go off how I feel in the moment, and in the moment that I was taking that test, I could have been saying X, Y, Z, and then been changing, and now I'm stuck with this person or whatever. So now
I'm just not marrying nobody I've never seen before. It's just okay. That's like
I'm not marrying nobody I've never fucked before.
That's such a big thing, like marriage. What? And I've never even laid eyes on you. That's too much for me. I would do 90 days. Though we got 3 months living together, get to know each other. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
That's to the point. You don't know. You find out if you really like somebody. Y'all live together. If you can really deal with this person.
Yeah. I mean, if I ain't had sex with you, I'm not. No, can't do it.
She said, "What it did do? What
it
that
do?
mouth
Be my
do?"
man without me.
Nah, but
What
that's
that
really
mouth
the band.
do?
That's really keeping it the band though. Like for real. If you marry somebody, you know, and y'all compatible on every level, or whatever, and then like the sex is like trash, like not redeemable. Like the sex has no redeemable qualities whatsoever. Like yo, that's not gonna work. That is not.
Hey, but women do give up the sex in the name of a husband.
At least a B class, like that's crazy.
No, you're right
but
though,
women will give up good sex if he is everything else for a husband.
Listen, women will marry a man if he has just money and nothing more. A woman will marry a man if he just looks good and nothing else. A woman will. I'm not trying to talk down on my women, on my girl code. You feel me? But I'm just, since you had made that point, because it's a valid point. Like women will marry a man because of the sex. Women will marry a man because of kids. Women will marry a man because of political views. Damn, Dad, you all right? Lord Jesus. Damn,
so they're marrying him because of this and so, right? Or whatever, whatever reason it be, like whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? Can they even complain? Do they even have a right to complain that their situation is bad? That they settle?
Women control sex, men control marriage.
Who?
Yeah.
Women control sex and men control marriage. Definitely. Women control when they put out, when you getting sex. Men control when y'all getting married.
Yeah.
So, answer the question. So, what television show would you guys do?
You said what?
What television show would you guys do?
Love is Blind. You got smooth thinking about that one. That's that question.
I'm really not. I was just trying to wait for the name to come back up because I forgot the name because y'all know.
Oh, and it was 90 Day Fiance.
Getting shit the whole time. No, Love is Blind for sure.
Love is Blind, 90 Day Fiance, and then
Married at First Sight.
Since I've only seen 90 Day Fiance, I'd probably have to go with that one. But I guess, like you said, if 3 months to live with someone to actually find out how they are, and then at the end of the day, I can say yeah or nay.
Love is Blind. I think I do Love is Blind. I mean, I think I do Love is Blind because one, like if we're on the altar and I ain't really messing with it, I can always just walk back down the altar. And you get to see how that person lives. Like, yeah, so you get to, so after they propose to you, you get to go to their home and see how they live. You get to know more about them. You don't really meet the family. You don't meet the family until after the wedding, right?
You meet them right. You're right. You meet them at the wedding or whatever.
Yeah. I need to know them before the wedding.
Yeah, I feel like 90 Day Fiance gives you more of a realistic view into their life versus.
I can agree with that.
I just feel like it's all intentions on one thing though with 90 Day Fiance.
It's to get married.
But the thing is,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm here for, baby.
But I'm the American, so I get to say yes or no. So
Jazz, you like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. 90 days.
No, I'm here for a long time. So let's get to it. Looking for a husband.
But that's the thing. So what people don't realize though, when you marry an immigrant or whatever the case may be, because that type X and Y, they got a different thing now.
Type X and Y.
It's reversed. So you're saying, because you're an American, but no, they have another show where it's
the other way,
opposite of that, where they go the other way or whatever. Yeah. So either way, once again, it's all about some type of status that you're trying to get someplace. Yeah. Think about marrying an immigrant. If you marry them, it ain't no we just get a divorce. You're responsible for them for I think 5 or 10 years tax wise.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm sending them back home because fortunately for me, because no.
That's older than the motherfucker. So just because we ain't work out, you just gonna send a motherfucker home.
First of all, you
Wait,
have
so
3 months.
No,
of
no,
what
because no,
about you though?
I'm gonna know it, and I don't want to.
no, because this is the thing though. Because the thing is, they're coming out here.
He shipped the motherfucker back. Damn, y'all friends for real.
No, okay. Unfortunately, I've dealt with the situation twice. And I can say definitely I dealt with it once, and not me personally, family. And in 2006, my uncle, because he decided to marry like an immigrant. And then the other thing too is like, luckily for me, I used to work for the Department of State for 2 years also, so I know that whole process. So
why you gonna send them back? Damn.
No, because the thing is, because the thing is, once I say, hey, it's no more. Because there's two things to do. I'm financially responsible for them for the next 5 to 10 years, or I have to pay for their way home. And the thing is, because if I'm leaving you and I want nothing to do with you too, it's a disservice to you to leave you here if you cannot be fiscally responsible for yourself. And I need to send you with your support system. And that's just the way it is, because that's when like 90 days the other way too. It's the other thing. If I was to go out somewhere else and I'm dating someone from Japan, if I don't speak the language and I can't do anything over there too, I'm relying on that eco support system. And if they're cutting me off, that's the least they could do, so they can send me. So I'm back with my support system with you guys, with my family and everything too. So like I said it jokingly around, but I would have to do that myself, because that's why I said, like you said, I'm responsible with them for 5 to 10 years, or I have to take them to a way where they're able to support themselves or able to go to a support system. Because it's like it would be fucked up if I said, see ya, and then I leave them in LA, and then I go hide out in freaking Indiana so they can't find me, and then they're here struggling.
I feel you.
Hey, Frank felt like.
Jay,
Frank, hold on, wait, yeah, I heard Frank.
He didn't answer. Well, he was trying to, and then
my bad.
Everybody was talking at once.
I was actually gonna go back and say that I actually think women control marriage too.
You think women can do what? I'm sorry.
Control marriage.
Yeah.
I think they.
Yeah. I didn't want to jump out there too soon, but yeah, I'm gonna jump out there. Like women, y'all actually control marriage as well. Like
no, I think they influence it. No, I think they can influence it. I don't think they control it though. At least not as much as guys.
I want to hear Jay. I want to hear Jay. Because he ain't really took to.
But as a woman, you have to consent at some point.
Yeah, let me see your face.
Oh shit! Hold on.
That boy high as hell.
I need to see people's face when they talk to me. I need to feel it.
I mean, as a woman, you have to consent at some point to marriage, and I'm not gonna say most, but a lot of marriages, I would say, are pressured by women to settle down or whatnot. But at the end of the day, if a woman doesn't want to get married, she ain't getting married.
So I see what you're saying. So what? So the point of what I was saying was, I agree. Okay. However, what I'm saying is, a woman can control when she puts out, no matter what, unless you're raping them. She controls that no matter what. When I say a man controls marriage, 9 times out of 10, when a woman wants to get married, she's not going to get married until that guy say, okay, let's get married. She can influence it, like X and Y saying. She can influence it a lot, but it's not gonna happen until he say, like, all right, we get married.
Oh, no. I see a lot of videos of women getting on their knee now.
But again, once again, but that's the influence of it. That's not controlling it. That's the influence of it.
Listen. I just feel like I said, at the end of the day, that woman got to say, I do. She got to say yes, first of all, to the proposal, and then she got to say, I do at a wedding. So,
but 9 times out of 10, who wants to get married?
But the man is the man who proposes.
The woman.
Thank you.
Married.
No.
Exactly.
9 times out of 10, the woman wants to get married.
Right.
The man is doing it. I'm not gonna say the man don't want to get married, but he's doing it because he doesn't want to lose that woman.
Exactly. So now, 9 times out of 10, well, no, this opposite, because us women want sex just as much as you men. But in
That's a fact.
in a stereotypical type of life, who wants the sex? Men, right?
But no. Wait.
No. Let him finish answering what I'm saying.
We're not going. Wait. We ain't not gonna flip this back and forth like to where like okay, yeah, like the woman is influencing this, but in a stereotypical sense, like the men just want sex. Like we gotta stay in one lane with this, just one lane, because no matter what, like okay, men like so I watched a podcast. It's like I watched a podcast. I forgot the woman's name. It's one of the roommates. Their podcast. They had this woman on there, whatever, right? She was talking about how she ended up getting like she talked about how she ended up getting a testosterone shot or whatever. So she ended up like it was like a tenth of what a man would naturally have. And she said she just ended up like she's like a therapist and a dating coach or whatever. Like so she ended up having to get it, like she medically needed it, right? She medically needed it. And she ended up getting it, and she said the level of horniness she felt at 10%, she said, I could not imagine if a man is at 10 times this level, she said, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. At 10 times this level, she said, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. She's like, I wanted my husband day and night since I got that shot. Like she's like, I wasn't that horny from that point or whatever. So men are naturally wired for sex. That's guaranteed off the rip. Men are wired for sex. That's off the rip. But the problem comes when we're talking about levels of commitment and marriage and all that stuff. Like a man is perfectly happy with the situation the way it is because he was already getting everything he wanted the way it was or whatever. The woman then says, hey, we've been doing this for however long, whatever her goal is, whatever her time limit is. I would now like to take this to the next level. The man then goes, okay, do I want to lose her? Or do I keep her by marrying her?
But that's
you're not getting to the point.
But the point you just proved the point though. Men are the gatekeeper. No, men are the gatekeeper to marriage, and that's what they're saying. So even though men might not want to get married, they can't get married without us because there's plenty of times where a woman and women say it too. I've been with this dude for 10 years. I've been with this dude for 15 years because they're waiting for that proposal.
Right, and, like what was your point? You didn't make a point.
But here's the thing: that does not mean There's no point in which the woman can't say, "Yo, either you're gonna propose to me or I want out."
There's plenty of times that they say that. There's plenty of times they say that, and the guy says no, and they still stay with them. The thing is that they're not saying that they're not saying men want to get married more than women. They're just saying that the man's a gatekeeper notoriously.
It is.
So I definitely get both sides. I'm saying I get both sides, and we're cutting semantics. And I think you're stating the want to get married, and they're saying the action to get married.
Exactly. And your whole story made no sense of the point of what we were saying.
Look, I got my hand.
We were hanging on like what?
Oh, well,
I got my hand up. My hand up. I do want to say, because this is a similar conversation me and Dom had with a couple people, and my statement was I agree with everything y'all are saying, but I more so put it into terms like this, right? So a man will be like, okay, I want to do marriage because it's on a man's time, right? Men are very time oriented. If it's the right time, the right place, the right person, not the right person, but just the right time, right, in their life. That means that they're like financially stable, they're mentally together, they're emotionally together. It's just timing for them, right? As opposed for women, it's more on, okay, this is an emotional thing for me. This is the person that I choose to be with. This is what it is. So I think it kind of correlates to like just the sexual point, point of it, right? Like, okay, like if this is the person that I want to continuously have sex with in my marriage, or, you know, that I'm married to, like, yeah, of course, we're going to always have sex, you know. With men, it's like, okay, this is the woman that I want to be, this is the woman that I want to be married to, and this is the time that I want to be married to this person, so I'm going to propose because I am ready. Like, you notice that most men who are forced into marriage are unhappy. Like, a woman who forces a man into marriage, like, hey, I'm waiting for this proposal, I'm waiting for this ring, I'm waiting for you to do this. And a man is like, a man hates being under pressure to do shit. Like, they hate pressure. They hate pressure. They want to do shit on their time, on their watch. If they're ready, they're ready. It has to be the right time. And that's just because of the fact that they want to be able to be stable financially and everything all the way around. A man doesn't want to hop into a marriage half-assed, because then at the end of the day, they're the ones that's supposed to run the household, technically, financially. Technically, they wear the pants in the relationship. So why would they want to jump into a situation where they have no absolute control over? So that's why I'm like, I agree with Dom's statement, like, totally and completely. I do. Like, at the end of the day, the woman is going to bear the child. So it's like, yes, that's very true. This is a very valid statement. Very valid. Y'all can carry on. I'm about to meet y'all real quick.
Actually, with that, I have to go.
That XY.
But it was nice meeting all you guys. Thanks for having me on. Hopefully we could do this again soon. So
hopefully he'll have